First of all, I want to address Lochheadbosslady. Lochhead, I've been in the bushes for a long time. Real long time. I'm not an official vlogger. I just, again, for everybody that listens, I just hit the little camera and I start talking. The video you brought up, Nation Against Nation, that was me making fun of this child sitting up screaming and hollering and screaming. And I saw just how much this platform changed them. Just how much. And instead of saying thank you for how you helped me, it was threats and blows and giving out addresses, and you could come for me at any time. I'm like, what happened? What happened? Because when you first came on here, it wasn't no beef. Then all of a sudden, that damn BabeNation came into the picture. Every time, if you don't believe me, go through some of my videos. I got 2 channels. Every time I shout out anyone, I mean anyone, Fi would start shouting them out. Then it became, why you put my name in videos? That's when I started seeing through Fi Lie. That's what her name is, Fi Lie. That's when I started seeing through Fi Lie and decided I ain't gonna follow her no more. This a bunch of bullshit. I live in Chicago, and all this shit about busting, popping VS, and you can't say my name, all that shit was a lie. Attorneys are free. They're called advocates. You don't need an attorney to get an order of protection. You don't. And an order of protection does not say, it's nowhere on the paper that says the person can't say your name. And I hope VS watched when I said, you can say her name all you want to. All you want to. The only thing is you can't be within so many feet of them. That's it. When I started seeing through the lies and I started seeing her hair just swell, and start calling herself an MVP, and I saw the jealousy. Tracy D, she wasn't never your friend. She jealous of you. She jealous of you. And if you can't replay when QB was over there and watched how she knocked you out the way to make sure QB was sitting next to her, and every time you and QB had a conversation, she had to stop, drop. She couldn't even do the news. She's jealous of you. It's plain and clear. Then I wake up today and here she is in all black like somebody died. Doing a damn video to her daughter that's 6. Well, have you ever thought, Fi, BabeNation, that not only is she gonna see that video, but she's gonna see all the other videos you did? Unless you plan on deleting them all? Is she gonna see all the other videos? Where you cussing people out? Well, y'all up there partying. But she asked for her iPad, and you tell her you using it now, she got to use something else. And what you did to that man, Eric Kane, what you did to him is a disgust. Nobody is jealous of you. Trust and believe that. Nobody is jealous of you. But it's got to be something mentally wrong for you to sit up and do a Dear Leah. The child is 6. By the time she turns 16, and she turned around and looked at all the fuckery that was going on around her, how you think she gonna look at you? So I'm not a vlogger. When Demetra first came out, when Pretty Ricky first came out, looked like I was the only one that knew that they were new vloggers. I started shouting them out. I did. And I'm so glad somebody did a replay of Fi when she kept shouting my name out. I didn't ask her to shout me out. I didn't pay her to shout me out. I just said I was from Chicago. And I said I was leaving YouTube because of all the bullshit that was going on. I came on here to educate the youth. I didn't come on here for all the bullshit that was going on. And in that video, you can hear her shout me out twice. And when I said, apparently I typed in, I decided I'm going to stay. And she said, yeah, please do, because I wasn't feeling that. I didn't ask for none of that. One thing about YouTube, when you first come on and you really don't know people, depending on who they recommend to you, and I'm so glad YouTube is doing this now. When they make recommendations, they ask now, is this a recommendation that you would like? Before, they was just slapping recommendations on top of recommendations on top of recommendations. So when I first came into YouTube world or YouTube land and started listening to these people, they was talking about people so bad. I'm not perfect. No one is. I had preconceived notions of people. And then when I started watching them for myself and listening for myself and not listening to how other people were dogging them out, I was like, they seem cool to me. Why they getting dogged out? Bosshead, I've been in the bushes with you. Been in the bushes. And saw that you wasn't the type of person that other people I was listening to were saying. I saw you when you were training to run the marathon for your father. I saw you when you were out at the tracks and showing the little kids running. So all this other stuff I was hearing, I was like, this is just people hating on her, because I have not watched one video where Lochhead has just dogged the fuck out of somebody. Not one. Same way with VS. First came on here, everybody was hating on VS. What did my imperfect, silly ass do? Follow along with everybody else until I started listening to VS. And I found out that this girl got a lot of sense, a whole lot of sense. And she don't fuck with nobody unless they fuck with her. When they call for her, she answers. And people don't want her answer. So, Lochhead, I'm not here to start no crap. I don't believe in taking sides. I watch who I like to watch. When I start peeping and seeing through them, I speak on it. Like the pudgy pastor, I knew what he was all about. I knew exactly what he was all about. Pimping the people in the Most High's name. And messy. And I knew he was gay the first time I watched him. And I sat there and listened to all them lies. All them lies. Until he finally came out and said he was bisexual. So in a way, it's kind of good that VS is on this platform. Because when she people lie, or she peeps somebody is on some bullshit, oh baby. And then I go to Babe's community page and scroll all the way down when she had one viewer and Tasha K was helping her, and she said the only person in my way is VS. The only person in my way is VS. And that's when Fi was rocking with Sean Bradley. No, I don't like Sean Bradley. I started off watching Sean Bradley. He's a Leo like I am. He's gay like I am. I can see the little cuts and the little shade that he was throwing. I knew it. I knew he was deceitful. It was almost like looking in a damn mirror when I was younger. What I don't like about, he can be deceitful, and he's probably a nice person. Leos don't trust. We don't open up, and we don't let people close to us very fast. And if we do, we're not going to tell you everything about us. We're not. Because number one, we're independent. Number two, you ain't going to throw no shit back up in my face. And when that girl decided that she had to pick sides, and she picked sides. When she first came on, it was, I'm going to rock by myself. I'm not going to be no behind the scenes. I don't have anybody's email address except for Fi. And that's been doubly erased out of my phone. Now I'm starting to get VoIP calls. Bitch, you ain't gonna find shit on me. I keep telling you that. And I'm glad this other person is pulling out all these lies, especially about Eric. I remember times that you would be on and you would say, I gotta go now because Eric's on his way over here. Eric this, Eric that. And you took your jewelry back. But just like I told you, Fi, as fast as you came up, is as fast as you gonna fall. You say you are blessed. to rise as fast as you did. But see, the Most High see just how grimy and dirty and how you use the fuck out of people and don't give a fuck about them. But yet if I do a video and say, this man now is homeless and broke, is all those super chats going to go to him? Is all that PayPal going to go to him? Oh, I had people jumping down my throat. It took somebody to call in and ask, did he have a PayPal, knowing that all that money that was being sent in for him, not for you. And you was going to keep that money. That's that old gutter snipe ass bitch. A user. Changing stories. If you met him in a hole in the wall, what the fuck are you doing in a hole in the wall? But if in your mind you think being all humble, see, you want to humble yourself now. When I told you a long time ago that a lot of those people in that chat be in other chats saying how big your head had got and you need to humble yourself, you want to dog me out, knowing I'm not a vlogger, and then send your lapdogs after me. Tracy D, and what happened to her? Now you got a 23-year-old over there modding for you. You don't give a fuck if they dox her. You're not going to be there to do anything for her. Because you finding out people are peeping your shit. I've been feeling this for a while, that you was going to fall very fast because you had never seen that much money before in your life. Without you having to give up your body in order to get it. And you wouldn't get that much for it. And then you got Bruh J sitting over there playing like he a teacher, he a pastor. And I have friends that are college professors. I have never seen a college professor that cannot get a job and keep a job. He went to school for teaching. Why in the fuck can't he get a job at a college teaching? And then here they pull QB in it. Told you, QB, you got pulled up in some shit that you gonna wish that you never did. You aligned yourself with people that are scammers, people that don't give a fuck about people, people that money excites them. It just excites them. You can see them having a damn orgasm as the money is coming in. And somebody is probably on the side sitting down counting it all up. But I told you, in my spirit, it told me to back away from fire. It showed me what was going to happen. And I'm not wishing this on anyone, but I've been having a dream for the last week that a house caught on fire. And it was a frame house. And it was out in a secluded area with a lot of grass and little tumbleweeds around it, and the house just caught on fire. Now, interpreting dreams, no, I don't do that. It could have meant the downfall of Jay Wilson. It could have been his house. Because I don't understand for the Dallas little scam they ran, why everyone couldn't stay in his house since he got an Airbnb. Why was the only one that stayed there was King Jives, and everybody else stayed in hotels? So let me digress, going back to Lochhead. I've been in the bushes following you. I know this is a cyber world, but a person's eyes, how they move, and I'm not talking about in the YouTube street, I'm talking about their body language. How they speak. I was like, why is everybody on BossHead? Shit, I was even on you at one time. I can't even remember why. I watched VS. And yeah, that was me laughing because I watched another vlogger talk about who Demetria was going to choose and how could she ride with BabeNation and LochNation. That was like running with Crips and Bloods. That was their exact words. And I thought it was funny as hell that they're equating YouTube to the real street. So no, I'm not a vlogger. You can go through, I have 2 channels. I do plan on going back to my original content. Unfortunately, I have 13 screws in my ankle right now. And I'm just now able to bear weight on it. So, I'm a new sub. Yes, the things that you are reviewing on your new channel are channels that I watch. I am love these real life TV programs. Shit, I wish somebody would talk on 16 and Pregnant. I watch them all. The Cartel, all of them. So I'm glad that you have a channel. I'll follow Boss Lady. Because when you go to her channel, it's no drama. People can speak back and forth. It's no fighting in a chat. And I watch chats. And the majority of the chats are people speaking to each other, having a conversation with each other. They're not even there for the content. I like Boss Lady because everybody is there for the content. And everybody is giving their advice. And nobody is shut down. The same way with your new channel. And your new commentary. I watch Nayrod. It's a lot of people I watch. But no, I'm not a vlogger. I will never sign up with Google. And I'm quite sure the day will come that I won't even be making videos any longer. I'm quite sure that day is going to come. But yeah, I watch VS. I told these people 1,001 times that VS is very underestimated. Very underestimated. That everybody want to play her for stupid. But she got a lot of sense. A lot of sense. I watch Chopper. But again, listening to other people, being an imperfect human being, I had to sit down and watch Chopper for myself. And I did not like the fact that his status was being spoken on. And I basically was trying to get him to come back to Chicago because there's so much here. It's so much here and services and everything that he could take advantage of. I watch Wiley sometimes when he not taking his medication. I can't watch him because he just go on and on and on and on and on. But when he does an interview, he does a hell of an interview. So I don't, here I go again. I'm not on no end game. I'm not riding nobody's coattails. I'm not trying to creep up and exchange emails, and I'm not all about that. You might hear a dog crying in the background. I'm too busy with my animals and with my son, who has a spectrum of autism. I just so happen to be a empathist. I empathize with people. And if you look, you'll see I did a video asking Sis J, just how long are you going to dog Tracy out? How long? How long are you going to milk her? This has been going on too damn long. Too long. Let that girl live. They named her everything under the sun. Put all her information out. And like I said, 2 people coming from Chicago to Dallas, going up to her ex-job, talking to her ex-employer, going past her home. That's a violation. That's stalking. And they wouldn't have got the information if it wasn't for who? Messy Passer. So because I speak up, I don't agree with some of the things that people do, I get blocked a lot. I just don't agree. But that doesn't mean I don't like you. That doesn't mean I won't support you. It's probably a lot of things I've said that a lot of people don't agree on. But I'm not going to go down in comments and just cuss you out. We all have different paths of life. And whichever path of life we were given by the Most High, and then we were given choice of which path we were going to take. That's what makes us individuals. That's what makes us individual thinkers. We all were given choice. Nobody should be forced into choosing sides. So when you saw that Lochhead, that's what that was about. I was laughing at the fact that these 2 commentators were saying, how the fuck she gonna ride with BabeNation and Lochhead? That's like riding with the Crips and the Bloods. I couldn't believe they said that shit. A lot of people take this as the real world. Like you can't rock with this person, rock with that person, rock with this person. I don't get it. But on my half, it's all peace. It's all peace. I don't get pressed if I'm blocked. Trust I don't. I don't get pressed about that. There's a lot of content creators that have very good channels, that give out very good information, that is drama free, that when you leave their channel, you're leaving with something educational. And it would have been better for BabeNation to leave a video to a 6-year-old so when they get older they can see. And then you still throwing shots by calling Tracy Tree Dog and saying she was, what did she say? Some shit about she didn't like your mother because she didn't have edges. Do you think 10 years from now people gonna be concerned about edges? First they was calling it baby hair. Now they calling it edges. Do you think that little girl, when she get older, she gonna sit back and she gonna laugh at all the shit you said and all the shit, I'm speaking on Fat Bay now, and all the shit you perpetrated out here? I'm sorry, Tracy D, that all your business got put out, but you put yourself in that position. And Demetra, Lit All Day, you did a complete turnaround. A complete turnaround. That now I had to unsubscribe from your channel. I can't stand all that screaming and hollering and cussing and telling people pull up. All you fell right into it. It's amazing how people change. How they change once they get on this platform. I even changed. But my spirit is not to take in negativity. It just isn't. Nope. Sage this house, sage me, did a prayer, and within a week, the lies, people start peeping the lies over there at BabeNation. That the numbers are going to drop. And it's a shame because she could have kept that channel going without stooping so low. But she came into the game low. She came into the game real low. And aligned herself with some low-life ass people. But they say birds of a feather flock together.